with Web C, the Model Rocketeer, and Hiko Nito.
What's up, guys?
Hey, man.
Sponsored by Clarksville Hobby Depot LLC.
Oh, yeah?
All right, and here we are. Welcome everybody to Friday Night Kitbash, and we are looking at just different kits that I have put together over the past 3-4 years here now. And I pulled down one of my big guys. We've been talking a lot about this Gundam specifically today, and how cool and awesome he is. And a lot of people say he isn't as cool and awesome as we think he is, and that's okay. Each person has their own special Gundam that they like. No, they're talking about Freedom. They paired. There's been a pairing, Freedom versus Wing Zero EW, and I personally think Wing Zero EW has the upper class on everything against the Freedom. The Freedom has a few things that make it like a little bit beyond feasible mechanics. You know what I mean? Like one of the things is they're both in the 18-meter class range, but one of them weighs 70 tons compared to the other one only weighing 8 tons. And it just makes me go,
wow.
That's like, yeah, like, but yet they're both in the 18-meter range. I'm like, yo, how is the one so much heavier? Well, basically,
power weight range way off scale. It's kind of like garbage toast versus a ball pod.
Yep. So it pans down to, in that universe, the Freedom Gundam's creators didn't think of creating a lightweight, more durable metal, so they used heavier, more dense metals instead, without fixing the issue. So the kits are super heavy. Along with that, the thrusts on those guys are extremely low for their weight. Like their thrust power, like that Freedom Gundam, its thrust power is really low. It has only a 60% efficiency, where Wing Zero has a 74% efficiency with its thrust power to weight ratio. So if you want to know like where I'm getting my math for,
It's like, how the weight ratio is anything.
yeah, no, I pay attention to that stuff because you can go and look it up. There's wikis about each one of these Gundams, or a fandom page,
so cool.
and so on there they'll give you their spec outputs, their power sources, kilowatt outputs. They'll give you all those different varied numbers, so you can go and do the calculations. But when you scale Wing Zero up to 70 tons, like the Freedom, if you scale it up, the weight and everything, and you scale everything else that goes with it up, like its nuclear fusion power, it has to be scaled up. Then its thrusters have to be scaled up in power as well.
What's the power output for the Wing Gundam? What's this
the
kilowatt
output,
rating? Yeah.
at its weight and size, its kilowatt rating was like, I think, 4,300 or something like that.
So it's about that's about average for UC for power output, basically. Yeah.
And then but the output for the Freedom Gundam is way higher, but it only makes sense for it to be way higher because the weight of the Gundam. Like, you have to have a higher energy output to move that much more weight. Like, so that's why I was saying, if we scale the Freedom down to the size, weight, specs of Wing Zero, Freedom would be slower, and it would be easier for Wing Zero to shred because Freedom would have less armor thickness. If we were to scale it down to, like, say, like, instead use Freedom as a Gundam metals from AC and build Freedom, then you would be cutting Freedom's weight down 75%. Okay, through its densities as well, though, because you're not just cutting down its weight, you're also taking away a lot of density, which is good in a certain way, because then you're creating a lighter, faster mobile suit.
Yeah. So something like what the Victory 2 Gundam is like 15 metric tons, but it has a power output of like 7,500 kilowatts. And this is like at the end of UC where it has yeah, it has a Minovsky flight craft, so it doesn't actually use thrusters to levitate itself. It uses its what is it, ultra compact reactor and output to do that.
Right.
Yeah, so it doesn't need thrust at all to move, basically, which
Right.
is crazy.
So, and I mean, this kit here also runs on the Wing Zero runs on an ultra compact nuclear reactor as well.
See, I just didn't know that the powered weapons for the Buster rifles that's using energy packs, so that's a little different.
This one?
The Wing Zero uses energy packs for the Buster rifles.
No, no, it doesn't. Those are just there as a transistor relay is what those are.
Oh, okay.
So the hands, there's a connection from the hands that connects into the Buster rifles, and that's where the energy comes from. Wing Zero's nuclear power core actually powers these.
So that's how it self-destructs itself, basically, when it shoots them.
Uh-huh. And that's one of the reasons why the battle between Wing Zero and Ultron Custom in space was the battle that weakened Wing Zero so that its Buster rifle usage destroyed it.
That's
Because
so
every
weird.
time those big claws struck Wing Zero, it cracked a part of his shell. And then he went to go fire those Buster rifles, and it just enhanced those cracks. And that's what shredded him. It was a big play up to the why Wing Zero failed at the end. But he could, like, if he didn't have to go through that fight with Wu Fei and the Ultron, he wouldn't have had, like, I think Wing Zero could have survived that use of the Buster rifle. I think he could have fired
Yeah,
it a
yeah.
fourth and a fifth time.
Is that your
So,
favorite Gundam?
Wing Zero is not my favorite Gundam, actually. Nitaku, Ultron Custom, and Heavy Arms are my two favorite Gundams.
That's
Uh,
nice.
Hands down. I mean, Wing Zero is a great Gundam, and it has plenty of greatness to it, but I actually think Gundam Heavy Arms is more agile. It has built into it. It has more ability to be a. It's a
Yeah,
more. It's a nimble ground Gundam, as to where, Wing Zero is a flight Gundam. It would fail if it tried to walk. Wing
yeah,
Zero is
yeah,
not a
yeah,
walking Gundam, really. Its wings and everything is the reason why it's called Wing Zero, right? But that's why I like Heavy Arms better, because like Heavy Arms is shown throughout all the shows and the animes and everything that it's a very nimble, mobile Gundam. So that's one of the reasons why I like that one the most. And then the Ultron Custom is just super cool, man. Like two big, huge snake arms coming out and attacking your enemies for you. That's just awesome. Like when I was growing up, that was like robot necessity 101. Like your robot's got to have some sort of lunging arm motion or something to be cool. Like, because that's what all the other robot series has had. So
yeah,
when I
yeah,
saw
yeah,
that one, I was like, yo, this is the one. This is the dude. So I was like, yeah, this is pretty cool. So
yeah.
that's why I like those. But I have different Gundam favorites for each series as well. So like in Wing Gundam, I'll say Heavy Arms is my number one. In like Universal Century, my favorite Gundam would have to be High New Gundam. I
Yeah.
just really like High New Gundam. And I know it seems like a lame Gundam to like, but I don't know. It's got a really cool aesthetics. I read the backstories about how the design came about and stuff, and just it made me appreciate the designs more about it. Like, um, so Gundams are actually designed off of 70s clothes fashion. So all the mobile
Oh,
suits and everything from Gundam from the original series, the first four movies, they're
Yeah,
all
yeah,
designed with fashion in mind, with
that
pop
makes
fashion.
sense.
So bell bottoms, tight shirts,
Yep, yep.
flared collars, bushy shoulders, all that type of stuff. That's what Gundams were originally like designed after. So when it came to designing the Gundams, they took those clothes aspects, the things that were aesthetically pleasing about the clothes, and they added those to the Gundams, and that's why High New Gundam has bell bottoms.
Yeah.
So his pants or his lower legs, they look like flared out bell bottom pants. So that's a pretty cool thing.
I was wondering now the Zaku makes a little sense. So it's got like these bell bottom pants, they're skin tight, but they got the flare. I just see this all this, man. It's like, man,
It's kind of a hard thing. That's like what the reason I
without
least
going
like
to no
Mobile
resort,
Suit now.
at the
Yeah.
party go full when they were thinking about this shit.
See, I just having the humanoid form doesn't really like do it for me because I want it to be more like mechanical, robotic than just humanoid in shape. So that's kind of the why I draw to like Armored Core than like Macross and Zoids. I don't want them to look like a humanoid figure. That's
I
just
understand that.
yeah.
I think the humanoid aspect comes from the human mantra, and like one of the human mantras in Japan, where it's improve on thyself and improve on your work, something like that, where it's like basically we are created in an image, and therefore if we create something within our image as well, it's higher work or
Yeah, yeah.
something. It's not saying godly, but it's close to that kind of a concept, like enlightenment type of thinking, where so that's where I think that concept came in. But what they were trying to do was they were trying to pay respects to the all the robot series that come before Gundam, where they were all sentient beings.
Sort
So
of.
that was a big thing they were trying to do, was pay a respect to that side of the Gundam, the mecha anime series, because all those mechas where there were sentient within those mechas, they wanted to pay like some sort of homage. So they said, well, let's make ours more humanoid than those ones, because then we could say, well, this is why humans pilot these ones, is because these ones are humanoid. They're not sentient looking at all. They
Yeah,
look
so
just
like
like
Getter Robo. Yeah. So
yeah,
Getter
yeah,
Robo's
yeah.
like Go Nagai. He actually designed them to be looking like demons. That's literally the thing.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
made
like
Devil
demons,
Man
like not
and he made
human. Yeah,
Getter Robo. Yeah.
yeah.
So
But they're
that's the
sentient.
thing.
Like they have brains
Yeah.
and feelings and stuff. Like so that's why they were like in for Gundam, they were trying to pay that homage to it, but at the same time move forward with, well, let's make it look more like a human instead of making it look like So they ended up with the samurai style concept where they were like, okay, so it's going to be a robot samurai, and then they had to trim down the samurai parts of
Oh,
it a lot, right? So, and that's where they came up with Gramps, because a lot of Gramps' original aspects looked very samurai. Like even
his
the
name was
whole
Freedom Fighter Gunboy.
Freedom Fighter Gunboy.
That's Tomino, man. That's directly from him. That's what he said. Uh,
Oh, bro.
you asked for it. I'm going to post the original image in admin chat so you can just cringe.
Oh,
Oh,
no
You can
cringing.
buy the original artwork, man. I'm not saying you should, but you can buy it to collect it. It's part of history. But you can see how this is going to be very. Yeah, you can take it, man. It's
take
it's
it.
a toy.
I
It's a toy. I would buy it, man. Honestly, I mean, this is we could have had this instead, man. Like I'm just saying, like that's cool.
But that's like, yeah,
That's
but that's
dude.
uh, it's
Yeah,
cringy too, though. You know what I'm? It
I
looks
like it.
like that robot jumped out of a 1950s diner.
I don't
Wants to
know,
cook
man.
me food, play me music, and whoop my ass at the same time. That's what I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't know how to explain that one.
Yeah, I've got no answers either.
Uh,
I'm all sorts of messing it up.
Oh, what have you seen the one for the high Yoshishiki Tomino's High Streamer or the original New Gundam design?
No.
It was actually called the Ninth Gundam, as in new, but uh, It's kind of weird stuff, man. It's funky stuff.
Funky stuff. Yeah,
Funky. I like
funky.
Oh, you're gonna
chicken.
love it, man.
It's like some KFC then. Oh, what you got? What you got?
Rocking that Dragon Ball Z.
My bad.
Yeah, my shirt.
I
don't know.
like
Still
what?
haven't,
Oh yeah.
still
Oh,
haven't heard anything from our friend.
If you want to really see some weird stuff, read the script for Mobile Suit Gundam High Streamer. That's the original Shard Counterattack adaptation from the original novelization Tomino wrote. Then he made the script for Shard's Counterattack based on that novel he wrote.
Hey.
Then they wrote a manga based on Shard's Counterattack. Then they wrote the manga Bell Talchica's Children after that. Yeah, boy. Yeah, anyways, so yeah, Gundam has an interesting history, man, of weird designs and stuff. I don't know how to explain that.
Interesting.
Yeah, it does.
I'm gonna.
It's much more than interesting. It's very noteworthy in very abstract.
I find Mobile Suit Gundam more relatable to Snow White than anything else, honestly. You can take the Disney story and relate it to Mobile Suit Gundam, and the stories align exactly, which is just crazy. Well, I mean,
dude, inspiration, you got to get it from somewhere, right? Maybe.
Well, sometimes you wish that things you see you cannot unsee, and I'm about to curse people like really hard.
I heard that, no doubt. Sometimes you just can't.
That's fun, man.
Yeah. You gotta suck it up and be like, I saw it. It is.
Oni's gonna look at the chat and be like, "What is going on?" I thought it was a good image, man. Honestly. Anyways, yeah, I have two things. I have an action-based stand. We're going to take a look at this, and I'm going to do a review of the high-grade crossbow in Gundam. So that's going to be cool. You know, check that out. I'm probably going to use the action base, get the rotating stand, show you some of the features of it, and I'll probably switch cameras here in a second and come back. So let's do that.
All right, I'm back now. I just went and shared the show with a bunch of people, a bunch of other humans. So maybe some people will file in, check us out, say hi. Hello, everybody. Got some people hanging out. We got the chat board up, so you can say hi to us too, and we can respond quicker. This is Friday Night Kitbash, where me, Web C, the Model Rocketeer, carry Micheal Howell himself, and Hiko Nito, Austin over there. We call him Kyle now.
That's a running joke, man. Good job.
And, so yeah, eat shit, right?
He's already now a scandal expert. If you need anything, we'll get you in the right department.
Wait, scandal expert? What are we talking about here? I don't buy anything. I don't sell anything. I don't sell anything, man.
We're not selling.
You were selling anything.
Wait, I mean, we are selling things, yes, but not. I'm not selling things. We're selling our image.
Gingerbread cookies.
So today we're going to talk about this amazing new toy I have.
I'll make you some amazing brownies, man. If you want cookies one time, I'll make you some.
So here is my new photo booth. So it's pretty big. That's a Wing Zero custom master grade Verka, fully extended out. Like wings can't get any further out than that. So that's pretty good. So that tells you how big the box is. I'd probably not be able to fit a high grade Nightingale. Or what's that?
Stick a master grade, high grade size for you. You should be fine.
It'll work for perfect grades as well, as long as I don't use like a stand or anything.
Yeah, I think you should be okay.
Yeah. So I think it works pretty good. But the construction of this is pretty nice, actually. The whole photo booth itself, not the kit. I'm gonna move that out.
I just got my backdrop off, man. I'm trying to set this up.
Your backdrop.
So I went ahead and bought that
That canvas?
the black fabric drop for the background.
Yeah, yeah.
And I did some test edits. It's pretty good. It's a lot easier because I'm not getting whitewashing anymore. I can actually tone the black images down so it actually has sharper image. But it's
Yeah.
fine, man. Uh, yeah, so I guess high grades, man. High grades are fun. And Clarksville Hobby Depot. Check out their website. Nice metallic sticker.
I like that metallic
So,
sticker. It's cool. I mean, I'm a fan of the
It's really.
white.
I keep it.
That's why I like.
I keep it on my desk, man. I put it under the hobby mat since it's clear, and I don't have to worry about ruining the stickers, which is amazing. I like that.
Yep, that's exactly. Well, I got a glass top on my table,
Yeah.
but I put all my stickers in the glass.
so this is
So
what it
he
looks
got
like
the Masteroid. Yeah.
from the outside. This is what it looks like. So I just drilled holes through both pieces and then stuck a screw in. And so it pretty much just creates a void. You know, it's pretty sweet. I forgot everything. One of my Gundams fell victim to the super glue today. So,
Wait, why is that shiny?
because if it got super glue poured all over it, like I said, my whole station got super glue everywhere. So,
That's not fun.
today was a not happy day for that, but it's all right. It'll be all right.
Yeah, so you got the master grade crossbow, and I got the high grade, man, which is kind of cool. Hey, I was
The
gonna
high
ask you, tell me, did you get all the beam effect parts that you need for that kit? Or
Yeah.
are you missing some? Okay, you got
No,
all
I
the
got
ones
everything.
included, yeah.
Yeah, I got everything.
Yeah.
I was actually going to show you guys those things tonight.
Yeah, I was just take a look, man, because I think this high grade actually gave you all the beam effects, which is surprising.
Well, I still plan on taking these guns and weapons apart and painting them and detailing them up some more. So I haven't done
It's a
anything
lot
yet.
of detailing, man. Missing colors for that. Even the high grade, every crossbow kit has missing colors. It's just
So
crazy.
here's the master grade gun, and it does this.
The Zan's Buster. Oh, that's the Buster shot.
So it actually opens up and closes, which is cool. So you can display it in two different ways.
The peacock.
So I thought that was cool.
Yeah,
I'm not 100% sure which way you're supposed to put the beam effects on this guy, but this is the way I put them on. So I thought it looked pretty cool this way. And
So it
then
has two modes for that rifle. It has the Zan's Buster mode and the Sword Buster mode.
Right.
So here's this, and now this, and there's another weapon that goes with this. This will open up, like right here. This comes off, and then this attaches to another weapon, and it creates a plasma rifle of some sort. Or you can just leave it the way it is.
I got one just left the way it is because I got a whole bunch of extra parts. But yeah, I like this. I like this sword because like a pirate sword. But that's the cool one. I do like that. Very cool.
I mean, the high grade crossbow looks nice. It's just that it's got this really disgusting pearl color to it. You really gotta work this kit to get its posing right. Because there's so many armor pieces. You get these side binders.
Right.
Overall, I think it's okay, but
This is
you
what I
really want
said
to paint these, yeah.
I don't know if I put it in right or not.
Right.
Because I guess it can go this way too.
It can go both ways, but it looks right the other way, the first way you had it, personally.
Yeah. How about that way? Yeah, let's see a 30-second video clip of your bash. Drop it over here. Drop it over there. Woo, woo, woo. Put it in your head.
Don't drop it
On
like it's
par.
hot.
On par.
Drop
Let's
it on
go
the
ahead.
floor.
Let's give Heiko the spotlight for a little bit. Let's see. Oh, so yours is a high grade full cloth as well.
Yeah, so you get the same effects, man, which is like it's nice, but it's strange to get these clear effects for a high grade kit, man. You get
Really?
everything you need.
My high
Yeah,
grade got all kinds of badass shit. Let me get.
Oh yeah, a lot of my high grades
Break
get
out my
clear effects and
crossbow.
stuff.
yeah.
So that's not new to me.
You get the beam brands. Actually, the crossbone is one of the few Gundams that have the heaviest armaments.
I'll
Actually,
be
the
right back.
most. Yeah, it's
I'm
one
gonna
of
go
the
put
few.
this Wing Zero back.
Sweet.
Oh yeah, but dude,
I'm gonna. Yeah.
it's my favorite. It's my favorite mobile suit. And this is still the progress.
It looks
But
nice, man, but the one thing that doesn't come with is the correct color apps. No kit, no SD, no high grade, master grade will have the correct color apps. The only one that I've seen is the real grade so far, and we don't even have the full cloth for that. So
right on. Yeah, this is.
I think it looks fun, man.
Started hand painting on this little baby. I was like, man, I didn't want to put any stickers on this thing, so it started turning out pretty good. For what it is, high grade, it looks really good. But I put it next to the RG. Obviously, it's lacking, but man, this is one of the best looking HG kits I have.
Yeah, so I put that back there. That's it. I'm gonna record the review for this tomorrow, and I do have the Zoids kit review done also. And I'll probably show that here after a while when we take break or something like that. You know, the crossbone's nice. I don't actually like this kit. I think it's quite terrible in my opinion.
I
But
do
it's
too.
yeah,
I like it. I'm joking.
the crossbone is my favorite Gundam, man. No, not my favorite, but it's one of the top favorites since it's late UC. But the thing is that no matter what kit I buy for the high crossbone, it's always a terrible kit. I love the design, man. I love the mobile suit. It's just, I think if you really want the best quality, you got to buy the metal build or the real grade right now. And if you want a full cloth real grade, you have to buy the high grade full cloth and buy the real grade kit. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
there's
I
no
was gonna
P
say
Bandai for.
there's a P Bandai expansion for the real grade.
Yeah,
I have seen it. It costs like $60 or something like that.
Is that the XMX2 and 3?
It's a box that's just an expansion. It says expansion for the real grade crossbow. So I have the real grade crossbow right here, and I'm gonna actually pretty much say I'm not as impressed as I thought I was gonna be with the real grade. I did like how it had a few more details than like even the master grade has,
Yeah,
but there's some aspects that are like very fall short. Like like I just felt like they fell very far short of what a
like
good
kind of
kit.
garbage, really. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and it was my first real grade I ever put together, so I didn't do the greatest job. And I used this blue acrylic for a panel liner instead of blacks or grays. So
nice.
just my kit altogether just doesn't look as great. But this master grade one is coming along nicely. I've got things done to it. I've got the eyes that glow green. I've got the Jack Sparrow um fishing net line dreads. So these look
Not
like
bad.
little like buoys and dreads and stuff that look like they'd be on like a big fishing net that you cast out, a drag net type of
Yeah,
deal.
yeah, yeah.
That's what I was going for. Is like, okay, I want them to look like dreads, but I also want them to look like, like dragnet. So, I mean, they turned out pretty good.
And this thing has no color, man. It's just one beam
It,
shot,
it's just one
no
piece. It
color.
doesn't do anything, huh?
Oh, dude, you gotta. It's like seam line. Look at the seam line going straight down the middle here.
Oh
So,
man, damn.
dude, that's garbage, man. That's
A little
like
bit. Bandai, shame on you. What
you
the
would
hell?
literally take this and you would drill these out. Then you would put your own details inside there. Metal pieces, I
This
don't care, but
the
yeah,
real grade crossbone. He doesn't even come with that. So
Yeah, I
yeah.
saw that because I'm still getting to my backlog. I'm gonna start building it one day.
One day I'll have the perfect crossbow, but not today. The high grade will do for me. It makes me happy.
Does the high grade's mouth open at least?
I want a perfect grade.
Oh yes, it
crossbow.
does
That would be-
actually. Right
that would be
there, it actually
it.
has an open mouthpiece.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's
Perfect grade
legit
crossbow would be
then.
such tits. Oh man.
The real grade mouth opens as well, and
Oh,
so
okay.
does the
So
master grade.
here's something weird. Okay, I don't know if you watched. You probably say you haven't watched me anime.
No.
The Build Fighter series. Okay, so this kid built the high grade crossbow and used it in the show. Basically the
crossbow?
manual, the translation for what he did is he built this crossbow using parts from the high grade camper. So basically, I don't know how or why that matters because the camper doesn't share any parts of this kit. There is none.
That's what I don't see at all.
That's what I was gonna say. I was like, that doesn't make sense.
It doesn't look anything like a camper. This thing's straight XM.
Man, that kid like cut those armor plates off and like remelted and folded them to be new armor plates or something.
So what happened here is they said that the parts were used, okay? But the mistranslation is that he uses the fighting style of the camphor, not the parts, okay? The manual says he's using the parts to build this, but he's using the fighting style to fight in the crossbow, and that's what it's saying. So it's a weird mistranslation deal. Interesting fact, I don't know if you knew that, because the camphor has a multitude of weapons it uses for its fighting style. And the kid does the same, I guess. That's what it says. But it's so weird, you know, that you don't really
That makes more
see
sense,
that.
though.
Yeah. Sweet. I was kind of hesitating about reviewing this kit because I, figured I'm not really a review channel. I might as well make some reviews if I can. That's what I've heard, man. I've heard that if you really want to get good on YouTube, start doing more reviews. You'll start bringing in the audience that you want to really have. You do your basic reviews to bring in your audiences, and you use that to do the videos that you want to do, right? That's just what I've heard from different YouTubers like Zach. That's what he's explained to me before.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so you bring in the views, doing what's popular, which is review content. Then you start doing the views and videos that you want to do. I guess you're like selling yourself to the broad community so you can attract and do what you want to.
Right.
Yeah.
Just like you do for any other job. If you want a job, you gotta work for it. You gotta show what you can do.
Yep. I guess it's the same concept, you really got to work for YouTube. It's so difficult nowadays.
Yeah, take a picture. Take a picture. Snapshot that shit. That looks dope. That's my squad. That's my squad right there.
Yeah, so we gotta get the Gundam squad in there, and you gotta get a screenshot.
I got 2 Kitbash Gundams. I got the God Gundam, Crossbone, and Crossbone. That's a good squad.
This is like the first night we've actually pulled our Gunplas out and just started showing them because I normally don't do this. I'm normally building some other bullshit. You know that, right? Literally, I'm on something else most of the time, and that's the thing is that I'm actually coming back and doing Gunpla on a Gunpla show. So it's like, what is our host not building Gunpla? But now I am. There you go. You can't say I haven't, which I haven't been. So that's my fault.
Squash.
I like that sword. I think it's cool.
Cool. I like it. I
Dude,
don't
the Crossbone
hate
has 2 eye fields, man.
eye field.
It takes those eye fields and it smashes you in the face with them as a fist weapon.
I field you up. I field you down.
Eye field generators and particle beam repellent fields.
Oh, okay. I was a little bit confused there for a second.
E-girls
the
E-girls are eye ladies. What? What'd you say?
Hiko, that went straight over your head.
No, I heard what you said, man.
Eye ladies. What?
Eye field. I field you. I get
ladies. That's good.
Field you up. I field you down. I'm here for you, buddy. I'm here for you.
Brought to you by
Bear with me.
Hobby Depot. You said sale at Clarksville Hobby Depot, the spooky Halloween sale.
Spooky
Now it's
Halloween sale,
midnight
13%
Central
off.
time,
Just click here.
midnight Central, and Halloween night.
Click here for 13% off.
Hey, fun fact: the only two Gundams that ever take a colony laser straight to the face are the Unicorn and the Crossbone. FYI, and to walk away from it.
That's why I like the crossbow. I was like, dude, that takes
Did the
real.
crossbone really take it to the face, or did he shoot his little laser back?
No,
to
he
protect
took
himself?
a colony laser point blank to the face and walked away, man.
Colony laser.
That's nuts, right? It's like what?
No, I know what you're talking about.
That's why I like to
In
see
the manga.
Garbatos
Colony
and Crossbone
laser.
go at it. I still think
Garbatos and Crossbone.
I think Garbatos and Crossbone power to weight ratio. I don't know, man. Barbatos is no joke. It's just all about the pilot because the pilot transfers everything into Barbatos. So if you're overpowered, you're going to get a good suit. If you're a pussy, you're going to get a pussy suit. That's just what it is. I would think that the Crossbone is old school operation. Like you got to be a skilled pilot to operate it. You know what I mean? Like a pilot.
No, dude, he was desperate, man. He shoved that mobile suit in the front of the colony laser and said, "F you, we're taking the shot." And he took the shot together, man.
Are we gonna get a screenshot now?
You want me to send it? Wow, man, you want me to send it?
All right, dude,
it's from the manga, man. From Steel 7. Some good shit, dude.
All right, we're gonna read a passage from the Marvel book tonight.
What does that say? Oh wait, the Marvel Phase 2 movies and mangas or comics? How does that work?
No, we're gonna read a book. Let's see, who do we want to learn about?
Honestly, I'm down for anything.
Hold on a second. I was just like, want to do something that's good, not like something everybody else knows about. All right, how about we read about this guy? Real name, Dakin Akihiro. Occupation, assassin, agent. Base, mobile. Height, 5'9". Weight, 167. Eyes, blue. Hair, black. First appearance, Wolverine Origins, number 10. Powers, mutant healing factor, retractable claws made of bone, superhuman senses, endurance and reflexes, plus manipulation of others via pheromones.
Yep.
Why is Marvel being so weird?
Wait, I might be wrong. Is it Sabretooth?
I'm gonna say this, man. Logan's brother, the Sabretooth dude, was actually alright, man. He was just really angry that his brother was being a dick, man.
No, Sabretooth is not cool, dude. While trying to capture Wolverine, the Winter Soldier killed his pregnant wife, Itsu. Romulus cut the baby from her womb and gave him to a Japanese couple, leaving Wolverine unaware the child had survived. Dakin trained under Cyber and worked for Romulus, who encouraged him to kill Wolverine, claiming his father had been the one who'd murdered his mother. Wolverine drew Dakin into a trap. He faked letting Deadpool kill him so the Winter Soldier could shoot Dakin with the what the fuck? This word's hard. Carbonadium bullet, which worked against his healing factor. Discovering that Romulus had orchestrated Itsu's death, Dakin and Wolverine worked together to bring him down. During the Dark Reign, Dakin took over his father's identity as Wolverine to join Norman Osborn, see Green Goblin, New Avengers, and X-Men after he tried to take over the crime in Los Angeles but became addicted to a drug called Heat, which destroyed his healing factor. Dying, he drew out Wolverine for a confrontation and then blew himself up. He later returned as leader of a new brotherhood of mutants, but Wolverine drowned him. The Apocalypse Twins revived him to become one of their Horsemen of Death. So there we go. Friday night's read on Marvel is what you get from me once in a while.
Can I make a Star Trek reference, then? Don't
No.
ever ask a Romulan her age.
Romulus.
Romulus, her age. I'm an idiot, man. I don't watch Star Trek, man. I really don't. I'm being straight honest. I don't watch
Romulan. No, it's Romulan.
I'm not a Trekkie.
Let's see.
No more Romulan ale either, man. I know that.
I know what Romulans are. I mean, I'm a dummy, but I'm not a Trekkie. I'm a Star Wars guy. I'm a Han Solo fucking
I
fan.
like both, man.
Deadpool.
Honestly.
It's like Han Solo would kick Garbatos's ass.
Ooh, wait. Hold
Want to hear
on.
about
He would
Deadpool?
kick Chuck Norris's ass. Have you ever
Wait, hold
listened
on. No,
to
no, no.
Thor?
Don't say anything about Deadpool. Tell me about Slade
Deadpool?
Wilson. Tell me about that.
Slade
He's
Wilson.
not in here.
Why?
Slade
That's
Wilson's
DC.
DC and Marvel, man. He's both
No, Slade
universes.
Wilson's not Marvel. He
He's
will not
DC and
show up in this
Marvel.
book.
But
Dun,
Deadpool and
dun.
Darkseid are the same, though.
No, no, they're not.
Wait.
Deadpool, Wade Wilson.
Slade Wilson. Slade Wilson.
No, Wade
Wait,
Wilson. See, that's the thing. Slade in DC, Wade in Marvel.
right.
But they're the same person. Deathstroke and Deadpool are the same.
But
No.
they're different comics.
Yeah.
They're
They look
different.
the same. They're
I
not the same
thought
people.
I thought Deadpool was going from
They're
different
aesthetically
multiverses
the same.
as that person.
No,
Yeah, that's not how it
no,
works.
okay. Listen,
Shit.
the people who created Detective Comics and the people who created Marvel were all the same people. Okay? And they took and they created different names for the same characters. Like, dude, Hulk and Solomon Grundy. DC, it's Solomon Grundy. In Marvel, it's the Hulk. Okay?
Yeah.
You have Batman and Iron Man. You have the Flash and Zoom. You have what is it? Or Quicksilver. Marvel is Quicksilver. So you have Flash, and in Marvel, it's Quicksilver. Um, they took all the same powers and everything and gave them just different names. So Deadpool looks a lot like the Red Hood or Slade Wilson's Red Hood character or Daredevil. Daredevil's Marvel. Dark Reign, Defenders.
I think that's some conspiracy shit.
Okay, so officially canon-wise, Deathstroke is half brother. Okay, by the comic book, but in the series for both Marvel and DC, they're completely different. It's kind of like Alien versus Predator comics. You know, they're two different series, but they don't really relate. But now they do, sort of.
Yeah, now
I get that. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, yeah, I see what you're
Doesn't
saying.
yeah. Slade Wilson's not even in.
No, he's not. No. So it's not part of the
He's not even
original
in here.
series. Yeah, it's just when the crossover happened. That's why it is. Okay,
So it's just and then Deathstroke.
dude, have you seen Batman and Alien?
hey, I'm on the wrong channel. Fuck
Batman and Predator,
you
man.
guys, I'm leaving.
Have you seen Alien and Predator? No, Alien and Superman. Batman versus Predator, man. Star Wars versus Alien.
Garbatos versus R2D2.
Yeah, man. Go see Darth Vader fight a
R2D2
hive
would
of
kick
aliens, man.
Garbatos's ass. It short circuited, man. Fucking nuts. Over.
Hey, man. I've seen an alien just straight up kill Joker, man. Like actual, like in the comics, dude.
Deadpool core, page 99.
So I've got the ultra super secret Gunpla part pry bar. Oh shit! This is amazing.
So
So
yeah, I'm gonna.
Deadpool steals a note from Spider-Man and creates a group of supers called the Deadpool
Death
Corps. Urging the Contemplator, Deadpool assembled the Deadpool Corps to save the multiverse. And it's all a bunch of different Deadpools from different universes.
Um. Yeah, dude.
Eat that! Fight on that. I don't know. Eventually, I'll get my hands on a Gundam version of this book, and we'll go through and we'll read off of that
Well, you can just
as
ask
well.
me, man.
No, I don't want to look up. I don't want to look it up on the internet. I want to
I'll
look it
make
up
you
out
look
of
it
a
up.
real book, an actual book created by
Yeah, I want a
Bandai, so
coffee
we can
table
tell
book that's
all
like
the dweebs
6
and
inches
dweebs
thick.
and weeps, tell them all that they have to shut their mouth and listen to what we said because it came out of the real book,
Right.
not off
Most of
the
the
internet.
books for UC are going to be illustrated artwork books, and they're sold through Dengeki and Hobby Japan.
Okay.
Yeah, so those are more of like artwork by the actual creators than anything else. They won't really tell you about lore backstory. But they'll give you artwork
No.
though. You can buy
got
that, which is
discount
just
Yeah.
Go to
weird.
that UC,
Yeah.
that Gundam UC thing. That's cool.
UC Engage.
I'm over here just picking up this table so I can put my shadow box over here for a while.
Shadow box.
Shadow,
you
well,
built-
not shadow box, but my photo booth
Oh.
box.
Wait a minute, what? No, yeah, I had to
Not
think.
a shadow box. I don't have any military stuff to put in there.
Well, you can put anything in them though. You can baseballs, jerseys. I got some old jerseys do that too, like football jerseys I had since I was a kid, like Lakers jerseys, like Jerry West and shit like that, like old shit.
And the high grade crossbone's nice, man. But I would definitely want something a lot better for sure.
Nah,
Yeah.
it's always make it, bro. It's beautiful. I don't know about you. I love it. I think it's perfect. It does. I mean, I got no problems. It looks good. I can't say much
I feel
about
like
all the extras, but I may do get back what parts I could to it. It looks good.
so. You get the if you buy these kits, you're gonna have a fun time customizing with it. But if you want to paint this, you're gonna have to do so much more than what a normal kit would have you offer. Then that's the challenge. You're getting a kit that is so simple and so basic that it's
Right.
just not worth
I was just
getting
looking
into even
I
further.
go, man, this thing's got
Yeah.
panels everywhere. It's like you could panel lower, but it's got panel lines everywhere. So the opportunity for doing maybe like a multi-colored panel look would be amazing because that's what I would consider because it's still in the stages of being built, but like off-white or a gray panel here and there to go with that. Because I'm trying to find, I'd like to find another one, honestly, a few more. I want to kit bash the fuck out of them. I got a list of 10 kits I'm building that I want. A list I'm building of kits that I want to kit bash with, and that's
the guy I do some work with, we talk about designs and stuff. He buys his stuff off eBay, man, and he gets his stuff wholesale. Like, I mean, he gets it from auctions that are selling multiple kits for like dirt cheap. That's what he said, at least. Yeah. I don't know. People.
yeah.
He said he likes junkyard collecting, and I'm like, okay, that makes sense.
It does. I mean, that's the way you do it. Like, you can't buy a 1970 El Camino right now, so I've got to go find one at a junkyard, which is impossible now, or a barn find, which would be kind of possible, maybe, but highly unlikely. So I found that shit already.
El Camino.
Be like, but I couldn't just buy it. It's gonna be $100,000, maybe.
Wait, why would it be that much?
Because it's a 1970 El Camino LSS. I mean, they don't make shit like that anymore, unless it's full of holes and beat up a junkyard. Then it's not worth that. It's probably 12. But then it's still
so okay,
motor training.
That's like the hardest thing. Okay, I'm gonna say this. Okay, when you do stock trading, you're basically arguing over the value of something.
Yeah.
And what happens is that you have one person say something that, oh, it's worth $100. No, I say it's worth 120 because I'm gonna get paid more later on. Right. Then you argue online. You make bets and gamble your money to who's right. Okay, and the value.
Right. And
whoever wins the value is the one that makes money.
It's actually a call or bluff game because what happens is they're the ones that have information on what's going on and they're trying to call their bluff so that their company makes all the money and someone loses it all. So they're trying to, like you said, gamble their money away, but they're bluffing. It's not really about. I mean, sometimes I think it is, but the bluffing part, man, it's nuts.
And that's where I come back to cars because what did that car sell for? Okay, originally, what's its price for inflation?
Right, but that's the thing. So what it is based on its popularity.
Yeah.
Or its number of how many were made, or in like Carroll Shelby. If it's a Mustang, it's a Carroll Shelby. Obviously, it's worth something. Or it's a Saline, it's different. It's still different. It's got a name. So that's how.
Dude, I ain't paying you more than $250 for a fucking Ford Pinto. Okay. I don't care what you did to it.
I'd give 5. I'd give at least 5,000.
No way.
Oh yeah.
That's a Focus. I give you 500 for a Ford Focus.
I would pay for a Ford Focus just to buy it because I needed a car for $500. Yeah, for sure. But I mean,
I'd rather have a beater Honda than expensive collector's
So,
item.
Now imagine somebody
Well,
taking a
well,
Ford Focus and putting that thing into a hyperbolic shell and keeping it mint for 20 years and then pulling that sumbitch out mint for 20 years and then going, I want $120,000 for my 20-year-old Ford Focus.
right.
You know how many of us motherfuckers would be laughing our asses off right now at that motherfucker?
Yeah.
Your Ford Focus ain't worth shit.
No, it's like
You know?
It's like I'll trade you my Prius for your Focus.
Right?
I mean, yeah, they just don't make cars the same anymore, and like the new ones
No.
won't hold their value. Like Tesla won't hold any value. It's gonna be garbage after a while. What else?
Oh, no,
There's
no.
some
Tesla
very few.
has no value. They won't even buy it back from you if you
I
break
know it's crazy. But they just don't do that stuff anymore. Cars are becoming very, very rare. Like Subaru still has cars when you buy them. You can take a WRX and make a nice car out of it, and it'll hold its value for a little while because they're still cheap.
Dude, we have a Ford 5.5 liter, and it's worth more money for the motor than the actual Ford F-150, which is completely garbage.
Like, that's a nice motor. That's unusual.
That's so stupid, though.
No, it's not.
Yep.
You just gotta understand what we're talking about. When you understand,
I know what
when you talk about Gundam, I'm like, oh, that's kind of dumb because I don't understand it, but I understand cars, and that's why I know.
The value of the vehicle is about 4,000, maybe less, but the motor is worth more. And so people only offer me $2,000 when we ask 4,000 because they just want the motor only. They don't want to buy the truck, man.
I know.
And I'm just like,
you're gonna have to just say, look, I got a motor, and you got to take the whole truck. I'll sell you that motor, but you're taking the whole truck. And then they'll
you put me in a situation to where I can't sell the whole vehicle. Then it's like you're willing to lowball me because you won't get what you want, and I'm like,
yep, that's what
you don't understand, man. Yeah,
they will try it all day long. Don't do it. I'm telling you.
The whole value is having the truck and the motor. That's the thing.
Sell the motor and say, fuck it, you got to take the whole truck. I'll sell you that motor, but you got to take the whole fucking truck. I got 3 square body Chevys, a 76, a 77, maybe 2 77s sitting in my family farm, and they're just sitting there rotting down.
Hey, how's it going, William?
Oh yeah, William's in. But same
William
motors in the motor, and there's a tranny. One of them is sitting on blocks.
We're way off topic tonight. Don't worry, it's by design.
It doesn't have any axles or anything under it. But that's the idea. It has value. Somebody needs that frame. Somebody needs that bed or a part of cab because it's value. They don't make trucks like that anymore. A Chevy truck is a piece of it's not like a square body Chevy, a 76 square body Chevy. It's not the same.
I like vehicles, man, and I like the Toyota I have. I have the 2 GRFE V6. It's the legacy motor from Toyota they make. That motor is worth more money than the actual vehicle because I can take that motor and swap it into another car and put a supercharger on it. That's easy to do.
Oh, yeah. That's why the people over in Thailand, they'll steal that car from you and they'll take that motor and put it on the boat, make that thing so fast. Oh, dude, it's an engine. I'm a builder, so this is where my kit bashing comes in. Like I'm building a shifter cart over a long period of time. It's a dirt bike motor on a go-kart frame. It's not rocket science. It's some kind of science. So you just put it on there, learn how to build it. So the same principle.
Yeah.
Take it. If you shoehorn a motor in anything, I guarantee I can make it run. But I can't promise you to be safe. That's the point, and that's where like drag racing came from. How fast can I make this motor? Then it turned into this motor lasts the longest. Now they make custom motors. You know what I mean? They're for drag racing only. These long lineages of like Ferrari that create engines from way back, Rolls-Royce engines that were in airplanes first. Shit like that. That's a science that ain't coming back, man. It's gone. That's classy. Yeah. That's classic. It's fucking bitchin' technology, but petro technology right now is garbage. We have the technology to change the world and stop using fossil fuels. That's a fucking fact. We learned that before 1960, and they've just refused to do anything about it. And they've shut Tesla up because we don't need power lines to pay for electricity and bullshit like that. But it's part of the petro system. So here we are, still paying for gas. They make cars.
Well, did you know we had electric cars before the 1900s?
Yep. Yeah, we did.
Absolutely. Oh, dude, they had batteries back before.
But they were fails. They were all failures.
The Romans knew how to collect electricity from lightning storms and transmit it. Absolutely. They had lamps. They didn't live by. I mean, motherfucking the Egyptians were smart. Oh, dude. But here we are, and now we're forced to pay electric bill, your water bill, What the fuck, man? That shit's free. It fucking falls out of the sky. I'm serious. There's some weird shit, and it's starting to come to light. It's starting to make sense. It's like, what the are we doing? And that's the petro system is garbage. Like green energy is real. It's real easy. You can run a car on water. You can do all kinds of shit, man. I can take an alternator out of a car out of a junkyard car and a fan. I'll shit together, stick it on a direct TV arm. I'll stick it to the side of your building, and I'll make electricity. That easy with handmade tools out of my basement.
Hey guys, so I'm back. Yeah. I know we're talking about cars.
Not anymore.
I'm gonna make you guys the biggest suggestion. Okay, so for you guys, I'm gonna teach you how to own an expensive sports car or a luxury car without paying the full price. Here's how you do this, okay? Okay, so get this. You know how leasing works, vehicle leasing?
Yeah.
Okay, so you take a loan. Okay, you're taking a loan to pay the car for 2 years. Okay, you pay a rate and you pay interest. Well, if you build your credit to a certain level, you can basically buy that car for no money down, then sell it and get your money back after a year or two.
Right. That's
okay, so you're getting the value back to pay it off, but you're also paying a lower rate than leasing.
Right.
I knew kids that were at least 25 years old. Okay, they were getting these cars, man, like it's like Hellcats, dude. They're getting like Dodge Chargers, Challengers, man. Like the Hellcat versions, okay?
Right.
And just running those on the street for about 6 months on lease, man. And I'm just like, you kidding me? And the kid got a green Corvette, man. A Stingray Corvette. And he's only 26. Okay, he's riding this car around on a lease, man, just giving it back to the dealership. Because he's paid into it to where he has a relationship with them to get these expensive luxury cars without having to pay or own it at all, basically.
Yeah, that's I mean, it's a good system if you know how to work it. I suggest you do it and go that shit to work.
He had the right idea. You know, the value is not worth buying, but it's worth leasing and owning temporarily, because you can afford that. No, you don't waste your money owning something that's stupid. But waste your money doing something stupid for a short period of time. You know what I mean?
That's my plan. So I got to pay this vehicle that I just bought off, kind of. I'm working on something. I got a new Volkswagen, and now that's the idea, because I'm trying to find like a beater car or like a truck. I need a van. I need a van because I'm going to be putting graphics on this thing.
You buy a Honda Odyssey.
All right, so what we call that up here, we call that as a lease strip. And what we do is, so we'll take a car that's popular and in demand right now. Like say a Lincoln Town and Country. That's a popular like Uber car. People really want the nicer version of it, like the nicest thing to drive people around in an Uber. So if you buy one of those, then you rent it to your Uber driver for, let's say, 1 week of renting it to an Uber driver, pays the monthly car note on the car. And then the next 3 weeks, you make a profit off of that because you're going to charge your Uber driver the same amount every week. And so that's how you're going to run that car.
Do that here. You have to own the vehicle. You can't use a lease vehicle, because we were doing that for a little bit under a business platform, and they're like, had to be owned and wouldn't let us rent cars. It was like, oh man, we can beat the system by renting a car.
There's issues with that, yeah.
Up here in Minnesota, we can do it this way because there's some stupid law that allows us to do it.
Bro, that's cool.
Yeah,
we didn't have it here. So we tried that. We thought about it. I couldn't do it because you're truck driving, like rent a car.
Well, because you can do the same thing with houses.
Messages. God damn it.
Basically, you rent your house. You buy a property. You rent it, and you rent it for 30% above your mortgage. And so the house pays for itself. Well, that's how you fucking crash the market too.
Yeah, that's what's happening right now. Yeah.
So that's what these people are doing. Is somebody went out and bought 6 houses. They're living in one and renting 5 out, and the 5 that they're renting out pays for the 5th or the 6th house altogether. So the 6th person's living for free, as long as they can maintain their other properties.
We call that artificial, valuation. And when the price goes up, the ownership, that's what ruins the market, man. And after 2008, we blamed the banks because those guys are the one that did it. Okay, they ruined the housing market themselves. But now we're the ones that do it because they're not allowed to ruin it anymore. You see what I mean?
Mhm.
So it's like we shouldn't be allowed to ruin it, neither should the banks. So we should let the government take over housing.
No, negative.
No, you didn't hear it the right. Okay, look, okay,
No.
I didn't say that right. I didn't say that right. Okay, the banks were trying to regulate and they failed and crashed the market. We're trying to regulate and we failed and crashed the market. We should let the professionals regulate and
There are no
government.
professionals. The bank,
I mean,
the bank is like a quasi government. It's become that now.
yeah,
That's why
pretty much.
Jefferson tried to disestablish the Federal Reserve kind of thing because they were like, and that's why they wrote in the Constitution. You know, our forefathers told us that this would happen. They got control of the federal bank again, and here we are. We've got a fucking federal bank and a Federal Reserve. Fuck no.
Pretty
Fuck
much,
no.
yes. Yeah.
Out of your mind. Fuck the government, or kind of people. That's crazy. But that's why we're in the situation we're in, because they've learned to manipulate the system and use us to beat the system to make themselves ultra rich. And some people figured it out and got out, but they're using the rest of people as just sheep. We're just batteries. We're sheep.
Yeah, I'd probably figured that. Look at my dirty hobby mat, dude. This is just disgusting. Like,
We're going to talk about bad hobby mats. Hold
dirty boy, dirty boy.
This is not my worst hobby mat. That's pretty bad, man. Like, you did a big oops. I spilled. Did somebody make a mess?
Yep. Now here's the other side.
Dude, yeah, boy, go.
I'm super not thrilled.
Right.
It's okay. We all make messes. That's
We
fine.
do. You want to see my other one?
I don't know if I want to or not.
It's tragic.
Yeah, man. So yeah, I can probably show you the next kit major painted build I'm going to do. This song, I don't know how long this is going to take. I'm probably going to paint this next, actually.
It feels so nice out here.
I'll probably paint this after a little while. The Project Magnus.
Yeah.
Would you be quiet?
So, Carrie, the logo I sent you is from this series, the Armored Core series.
I saw that. That's what made the difference when I saw that.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna.
Duh.
Yeah, I'll probably paint this next for sure.
Here's what happened to my cutting boards.
Awesome. Oh damn, Mike.
Super glue.
Where the two stuck together.
Definitely.
I posted the Snow White image in the chat. I don't know how they've responded it to us. I'm gonna go check on them to see if they're okay. I hope they're still. Nothing. Just in our normal chat group. They're going crazy.
I didn't look over there, but I bet it's funny.
Every time I post, okay, Doug. I'm gonna say this. Every time I post a meme, Doug kind of goes crazy because he can't really take it, man. I posted the Evangelion one to him. I posted the one with the goat face girl, and I posted that one, and he kind of lost it, man. After that. So, did you guys see my G Witch meme I made with a goat?
Yeah, it's funny. That's what it'd be like in the country.
I thought it was funny, man. Honestly, I thought it was nice. There we go. He's posting his builds, man. Hey, oh, that's a good shot, dude. Hey, Michael, tell me about your photo edits, man.
What do you mean?
Okay, so you know you're going back in and editing your photos after you take the photo. So how are you editing the black lighting? How are you doing that? Tell me.
What do you mean?
Okay, so when I take photos with my backdrop, I drop in the contrast and I adjust it so the black levels are dark enough so it blends out everything else in the background. You know.
Oh, okay. So
yes.
my phone has a bunch of technology in it. So I use my phone for all my photo taking stuff, and I'm just using the standard Samsung technology.
Your photo quality is so much better now. It's so good looking. I love it.
What I did though was there's a lighting setting that you can go from auto to manual, and so all the settings you can switch from auto to manual, right?
And using a quad lens.
No, I'm using a tri-lens.
Okay, try.
And so
Why should
I do have I have a real high end frame rate and everything too. Like I can take photos in 8K. I can take video in 8K. So that's one of the bonuses for the quality of the camera. Moving on from that, the setting that I changed, yeah, what it did was it didn't darken up the Gundam in the picture, but what it did was it took those colors of the Gundam and made them stand out against the black on a more deeper resonation. Like so,
yeah,
yeah, no, you're right.
resolution
I feel like the
HDR?
photos turned out way better and had a much better resonance and everything. Being able to turn that aspect down, so that was pretty cool. Uh,
So yeah, on stream you can kind of see I'm using my phone right now. Then I'm just kind of going through the edit, so you can tell that the background has this white effect to it. So typically what I do is I just try to get the crop, I'm trying to get my edit. I focus on it, then I drop my exposure level, right?
Right.
I take the photo. So after I get my photo, what I typically do is I know the background is black, okay? It's dark enough so you can't really see the edges on the phone. So, what you can see back here, this edge is not really shown on the photo. So you're right, man. Editing and taking photos the right way is going to get you the best image results. And for me, I don't do anything but crop, man, because I let the phone's iOS image processing sensors do its own thing. Um, so from my end, I'll show you. I go to Tools. I go to Adjust. Then I'm using what's called Black Point. Black Point is automatically using the AI to kill the image, basically.
Right.
So you're only getting the photo of the box art, okay? And it works for every other kit. Maybe I can show you a before and after shot of some example photos.
You do the same. If you got a white background, you use the white point.
White point, yes, same thing. People like white backgrounds. I tend to think it's too
I
bright
like
to look
white,
at. Yeah,
but certain kits look good in black. It just depends on what
yeah.
you're really trying to
So
do.
I'll sit there and I'll wake up in the morning, and the first thing I'll see on Facebook is someone posting their kit. It'll just blind me, man, because it'll be super bright. And I'm just like, if I look at an image that's dark, it's easy on the eyes, You don't want to just look at the sunlight immediately waking up to you.
Okay,
no, but
excellent.
I mean, I guess it could be fine.
I've just lately been getting tired of waking up and seeing the cutting board photo. That's the photo I've been getting tired of lately.
Oh yeah, everybody. Yeah, the cutting board photo. I know what you mean. Everybody got that. Yeah.
So yeah, hey, so when you do your edits, man, I think you're getting a really good quality standard. Once you start getting that standard that works for you, write it down, make it work, man. The same for you, Carrie. I do this in my videos. I do this with photos. You can only get better if you keep doing it and improving.
Really.
So that's
I like
good
that.
for us, man. Yeah,
I like that. Right on.
we're bringing our own
True.
quality.
Oh yeah, I'm always trying to just strive to get better product out.
Dude, I'm excited. I got these option ports, man, from Volks USA.
From where?
Can I do a screen share real quick?
Well, if
I'll
it'll
just show you
work.
the photo. Yeah, I think I should be able to show it to you. Let me see if I can find the image. It should be pretty easy. I'm just going to get an image and load it on my computer real quick. So it's called Volk's Vlocker series. It's a non-scale figure mecha kits that you can buy option parts for, similar to Kotobukiya MSG parts, similar to 30-minute mission. You're going to see different kit manufacturers make option parts. Then you can buy these. It's just, they got things as simple as joint sets or peg joint sets or just color joint lenses and camera eye lenses. It's just simple stuff, really.
Right.
Okay. Bet that.
God, the one part I know. I guess I'll do the head first. Go ahead. No, head last. Head last.
Okay, I'm gonna try to screen share real quick so I can show you the image. Hopefully, it doesn't do anything weird. Yeah, I'll just let you pop it up when you can. Okay, so this is the one I ordered. I don't know how to explain it, man. Can you see that?
Yeah, I can see it.
So
Big
this has a
bad
base.
Beetleborg.
See, that's what I was thinking, man. It reminded me of Beetleborgs, but maybe what is it called? Ronin Warriors, sort of like that.
Not so much as Ronin Warriors.
It
I'm
also
getting
reminds me
more
of
of
Sengoku
Beetleborg.
Astray. Yeah, it's just kind of strange to see these weird kits because you get the base frame, you get armor parts. I'm going to put these pieces. These are pretty big, man. They say these are almost larger than master grades, for what I understand. They're pre-painted too, so that's one other thing. I'll have to sand it off. Use the power sander for that. But I can take these pieces and I'm gonna put them onto the Koyuki Senki kits, the MMs. Then I think I'm gonna these parts onto the Riki Kai, I think. And I'm just talking about custom building. So maybe if I'm lucky enough, I can actually use that to customize this kit. Let's see. I think I'm gonna think about using the arms and the head armor pieces and weapons pieces. I think because it has some physical blades. I think I'll use it on this kit actually. The one I built. I think I reviewed this a while ago. I might as well pull this kit out since I'm just doing reviews tonight.
Go for it.
Oh man, I think we talked about. Actually, I didn't get to talk about this. I only showed you sanding of it. So I was working on this kit a while ago, and this is more of like a long-term customized project. So, yeah. So this is the Koyuki Senki Riki Kai. It's a 10-meter tall mecha, and it only weighs 8.2 tons. Koyuki Senki. It's a high grade too, so some basic posing. It's a flight type also, and you get a compact trailer to fold it up. That's part of the series. For this kit, I had some extra armor pieces I started customizing with. You probably saw it on stream a while back, but really just trying to get to the point where I can customize this and have a really good base to have a modified kit to make it look different than the original. And I think I've done that for the most part, getting to the point where it's going to look nice.
Okay.
You can see a bunch of parts in here. It's just one of those lazy nights, man. You know what I mean?
That's how
So
I
yeah, I'll
feel.
use those.
I
I'll
feel
use those
lazy.
parts, man. Like I'm towards the end of the year right now, so I'm planning builds for the next year at this point. You know, I'm going to probably paint the Bilbine.
Well, where I'm at right now is like premium paint time. Like from
Yeah.
now until February is
Oh
premium
yeah,
painting
that
time.
cool air, man. Yeah.
Yeah, cool dry air.
Yeah, makes sense.
Now the one thing I noticed with this kit is that this doesn't have major seam lines. There really are none.
Oh, interesting.
So you get a high grade, you get two pieces that come together. You don't have that with this. This is designed in such a way that you're not going to see any seams that are noticeable. Maybe
Huh?
the only thing you're going to notice is like the legs here. The seams that they placed here are actually between separation of armor panels, so you don't have to close that.
Right. That's cool.
So nothing major. Like the feet right here, you can tell the feet, man. This is like it's different. You know what I mean? Uh, the feet look like something you'd see out of an Armored Core series. Very skinny. You get a back heel, front heel. Um, Matter of fact, if I could bring an Armored Core foot, I could show you the difference here. So it doesn't have that Gundam foot style. It has like something you'd see from like Armored Core series. So here's an Armored Core foot right here, right? And here's the Koyuki Senki kit. So you can tell by like two different mecha series, but the design pieces, they're similar. So they have this design where they don't look like feet, man. They look like treading tracks, basically.
Right.
Okay.
They get some movement, but you're not going to notice it. Like if you look at it, it doesn't look like a foot. Okay.
Right.
It's more robotic, frame based. That's the thing that I really like about these kits is because you get to see them in that aspect, being as a machine more than just a humanoid figure. You know what I mean?
Right.
So yeah, you guys watching any shows right now? Anything on TV maybe?
Walking Dead. That's it.
That's pretty good. And I've been following the lore on that. They're supposed to make the
Yeah.
Rick Grimes movie.
I just watched season 10, episode 3, 4, and 5.
Nice.
Okay.
So that's where I'm at, and the series is right up there. But I mean, I've gone back, and every season I go back and watch the whole shindig, and then watch the new season as it came out. But
Right.
since they're bringing it all to a closing, so it's going to be interesting.
Yep.
Technically, there's more. There's probably going to be more comic book sales after the show's over.
Well,
Oh,
what
yeah.
they're doing is they're going away from The Walking Dead, and now they're going to focus in on each character's specific stories. So, Michonne and Rick are supposed to be getting a show. Daryl and Carol are going to get a show. And
That's
then
weird, man.
Maggie and Negan are getting a show. Maggie and Negan. That's weird. That's really weird.
I think that I'm going to say this. I like The Walking Dead. I think they might have gone the wrong route for making a TV series. They should have made it into a movie series. That way, everything would have been compact, easier to follow. But that's just my opinion, though.
They drag it out.
It feels like a
Make more-
huge missed opportunity.
A good job translating from the comics to the screen.
Yeah, you're trying to adapt so much that it's just so hard to keep context for, average viewers. Then making it into a movie series would make it easy and more accessible to a wider audience.
I don't know. I think that would compact it way too much. That's like how bad
It would, yeah.
the Avatar, The Last Airbender, the live action movie that they made.
Oh no!
years ago.
Oh, that's
Now,
that's
compression,
Disney,
though.
man. That's a different beast.
That's compression, though. You know what I'm saying? Like they're compressing all that, all those episodes into a 2.5-hour film.
M.
Like,
Night Shyamalan. Yeah, I want to watch his movies, man. Yeah,
you know what the twist was for that movie?
I don't want to know.
Fucking sucked. That's what the twist was. It's
I
gonna be
like
a good
M. Night
movie.
Shyamalan, but he scares me though.
Like, this is the end. And then they're gonna get funding for another cut. Like,
Can you imagine, like, in 20 years from now, Disney producing Jackass?
Yeah, I can.
dude, I'm about to go look up and see who owns that. It's Paramount. Paramount owns that shit. So no, it will not be anytime soon. Disney will not own that.
They don't want to touch Paramount. Why don't they want to touch Paramount?
Paramount keeps Disney from being a monopoly. So Paramount owns everything opposite Disney.
So it's like no touching my no square.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like,
oh god, dude.
You come too close to
Disney,
me, it's a monopoly.
Disney, man.
You come close to me, and it's a monopoly. And then
Disney's gonna try to buy up Gundam, buy Bandai, and take over that franchise
No.
too.
No, that's not going to happen, man. They're Japanese. They will never sell that. That is
That's a
literally against. That is.
It might be sacrilege, but it could happen.
It could happen, but does it mean that? Oh wow, that's how you get boycotted, man.
No, you get boycotted when you start talking about making another live-action Dragon Ball movie.
Oh, that one was great, man. I love Dragon Ball Evolution, dude. That's a good movie.
No, it had Jimmy and Fiona from Shameless.
I thought it was pretty good, man. You know, I
No,
thought the entertainment value of being cringy was worth watching.
no, it wasn't even. It wasn't even that it was cringy. It was just that like the guy didn't even have muscles, man. Just like,
But Piccolo was the enemy. He was an alien.
well, I mean, it's legit. Like that's Piccolo was a big one of Goku's first big baddies, but there were some other ones in between, like Emperor Pilaf and his cronies and the Red Ribbon Army, and they had options, man. But they went with Piccolo first.
Piccolo.
Piccolo, Piccolo.
He's a very important character in Dragon Ball, don't you think? Like with his Namekians and him and his dealings and everything else, he's pretty important, man.
Well, no, he's not. No, but they totally like twisted the whole thing. Like they tried to turn Piccolo into Frieza. Like they tried to make it like Ozaru, like Piccolo controls Ozaru, and Ozaru was Piccolo's weapon to use against the Earth. And it turned out Goku's Ozaru, and blah blah blah, and so they tried to turn like Piccolo into like some sort of weak, bust down version of Lord Frieza.
So you're telling me that they tried so hard that they failed?
Dude, they tried so hard that they didn't just fail, man. They made people go, no. You need to stop with this live action idea. You just need to stop. Now, there's a cosplayer that cosplays as Goku that would do a really good job, I think. Like, because he's a
what Dragon Ball
bodybuilder.
needs, man? You know what Dragon
He's a
Ball really
bodybuilder,
needs?
and he's Asian, and he legit looks good like Goku. He looks like a decent Goku. I think we could go with that.
We're on a Gundam stream talking about Dragon Ball. I'm suddenly very questionably scared.
Hey, it's all right, dude. We don't have to keep it completely on topic.
Oh, yeah.
My topic tonight was talking about a bunch of black canvases I screwed together. You guys want to see?
Yeah,
There you go. Hey, guy. It's a bunch of black canvases I screwed together. Now they won't fall apart.
Sounds like my life, man.
My life.
Huh?
Our life is a dog's life. Our life is just a dog's life. Let's see. It's getting towards that time of night. All right, folks. All you wonderful people, my co-host. I have a wall full of Gundams. What should I take down and work on for late night?
Oh
man.
What's Gundam, dude? What is that? Is it like some show?
I got options. Tell me what should I work on.
What do you? Hold on. Let me fix my. Can you blow that up a little bit so I can give me better eyesight, doctor, please? Let me see with my special eyes. Show me. I love that commercial. 1-800-contacts.com.
I can just read them to you.
Yeah.
I have Devil Gundam, Sinanju Stein High Grade, narrative version. I have RMS Marasai. I have High Grade Messer. I have a Core Gundam and I think Saturn X unit and Core Gundam with I have another Core Gundam with a planetary weapon. I have a Virtue Gundam High Grade. I have High Grade Silver Bullet, High Grade High New Gundam, a High Grade Zaku 2F2, I can't see. I have Burning Gundam and God Gundam high grade.
Wait, Burning Gundam. What is Burning Gundam?
I know Burning Gundam. I'm like Burning Gundam sounds good.
Burning Gundam is the other version of God Gundam. It's just one comes before the other. Burning Finger.
Oh, I thought you said Raining Gundam. Never mind.
No,
Okay,
Burning
I don't want
Gundam.
to.
They're both
I
piloted by
would love to
Gundam
see Raining Gundam, but it doesn't have a high grade yet. It has the old non-grade, but keep reading them off, man. Yeah.
GM Quill.
That's a good one.
GM Type C. Garbatos. OZ 06MS Leo.
Is that a silver bullet suppressor you said?
A what?
Is that the silver bullet from Unicorn or silver bullet suppressor from Narrative?
It's a Unicorn.
Okay, yeah. Keep going, man. You're good.
I have Black Tri-Stars. A high grade Sandrock. A high grade. What is that called? High grade Heavy Arms. I have Master grade Heavy Arms, Master grade Shenlong, high grade Catastrea, Master grade Garbatos. I have a
Is it Astria red or white?
What?
I actually want to get
red or white.
Garbatos. I want one.
The Castrea. It's not an Astrea. It's a Castrea.
The green. The
green guy with the 4 shields.
The Ksatria?
Ksatria.
Ksatria? Yeah, I can't say that one right.
Shit.
Okay,
weird. The green mobile. Okay,
it's the green one.
Mansa. Okay, yeah. I know what it is, yeah.
It's the green one. And then I have Exia Dark Matter Master Grade.
That's interesting.
Gundam Epion Master Grade.
I'm not a fan.
Gundam Death Scythe Hell Master Grade. And that's my whole list of kits.
I would say silver bullet, man.
I was gonna say
silver bullet.
A Quell. Silver bullet, a Quell.
The GMQ is really cool, man. Build a Q, man. That's a good one. That's a high-end performance GM after 0083.
Yeah,
that's a really small
cool
build too. I could probably do that one.
It'd be easy, very doable. I built the Q. It's nice, man. I like it.
I'm thinking I could get that one done in
I wouldn't paint it though. Their seam line and the cleaning for that kit is absolutely garbage, man. Don't paint that.
Oh, okay. No, I'm just gonna straight build it.
Yeah, you're cool, man. I get it. It's a really nice kit, man. I love it though. I like that 0080 towards Zeta look. Get some really cool performance designs.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my phone's gonna die.
Hey guys, I think I found my next custom build. I think I'm gonna do this, man. I'm gonna get that armor in. I'm gonna customize it.
GM Type C.
The GM Type C is basically the same as a fuel.
No, they're not. They're different.
Well, technically the frame is similar, but the armor exterior is slightly different.
I'll show you.
They're basically still RGM series, technically. Sorry, when I think about mobile suits, I think about their base frames, not the armor and codename. Sorry.
Yeah, they're both base 79s, but one's a Q and one's a C.
Yeah.
So, this is the C type.
Yeah, C-type is the ground mass production.
Yeah.
Yeah. And here is the Titans mass production, which is the Q.
I love that, dude. That is so... It's like super aggressive looking, man. I'm sorry. I've never seen a GM just like want to dish it out that much.
Yeah. I think I'm going to go with this one. I'll do the Q. Maybe next week I'll do the Type C.
The frame has really good articulation, I will say that. The arms, perfect, man. It can bend really well. Legs are decent.
Looks like it does.
The
Looks
chest
like
is
it's
really
got a
cool,
lot
man.
of the MK2 parts and stuff to it.
See, when I built, okay, so I built this kit and I custom kit bashed it with the GM Striker, okay? So the Striker, the Kuel, and I used other custom parts also. So I had what was considered a powered GM Striker.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I have a powered GM Dantaleon. I took IBO's Dantaleon Gundam and
Oh,
took
that's
the
interesting.
backpack arms off of it and kit bashed it onto my powered GM.
Yeah, so that's like one of the things I do. When I do my kit bash, I try to keep it within the same series, you know,
Yeah,
keep it
that makes
like in
sense.
the same period, time period, right? Yeah.
No, I
So I
like
try
to
to do that
take
the best I can.
IBO kits and put them into other universes, and the best way to do that is to kit bash them in. So
Yeah, yeah.
that's what I'm doing a lot of the time. So like with Core Gundam build divers and stuff, I'll do that. I'll take IBO kits and turn it into Core Gundam armors, and that's like one of my favorite kit bashing things to do. Just because it makes it a real nice, simple, forward thought kit bash. Like I'll go grab my Hazel kit.
It makes sense. The Hazel is really nice, man. That's a cool, cool kit.
So this guy right here, this is a Core
Hazel
Gundam.
custom.
Yep, Hazel custom mounted to a Core Gundam. So and it looks like it should go. Like it doesn't look like it's out of place too much. So it was pretty fun build. It's also really easy to unbuild to show you guys like the Core Gundam on the inside.
So, Carrie, what have you been doing for work recently, man? You're still working on things pretty much
Yeah.
with your gun cannons?
Oh yeah. Well, that's what I'm working on right now. Getting this, trying to get some barrels on the gun tank. So that'll be done for the night.
Yeah.
But dude, this is really awesome, kid. I can't wait to weather it. That's what I want to do is weather it a little bit, and I'm just gonna call it done because it's really nice. As soon as I saw that pop up, I was like, I had to have it. I was like, this is really cool.
Hey guys, I was gonna say our main chat, okay, the Kitbash custom chat, the other one, the original, is super active right now. Those guys really are there day in, day out. Those guys are really involved with the
I was
community.
gonna
It
say,
seems
yeah,
like.
that's off to those guys because they do. They're really in there talking a lot. Doug, Alvin, those guys, awesome people. Max.
Where did Jake go to?
Jake who?
Jake Parrott.
He's AWOL.
Got lost.
Huh. Oh, it just crossed my mind.
Yeah.
He kind
He
of just
had a
hops
project.
in whenever.
He had a project due last week, and I haven't heard from him. So project not turned in.
I don't know.
Oh no, it was between me and him. And so yeah, but
I mean, like, I just don't know what, we have different people doing different things, and it's like, where are we at, guys? And it's just like,
Easy to
Oni's over there
recruit.
doing this thing.
Easy to recruit. I mean, he just didn't work out. He has other things going on, so he's not around. That's why he never showed up. He just got other things going on, and we weren't on the radar. It was just cool for a minute, like it wore off, I think we're just moving too fast, and he just can't keep up. It's all there is to it. We gotta keep going. We're not stopping the
It
train.
might be the personalities, being builders, content creators, customizers. Some people are just not into that. A lot of people are just Gundam fans, and that's really all it is.
Maybe. Right. Yeah. Just a difference of opinions. We'll be active and keep going forward and do whatever. It's all right.
Call me Honky. Where'd it go?
Cracker.
Call me a honky where I don't know what I'm doing.
They call y'all gringos there in Texas, don't they?
We call each other crackers, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
You call each other gringos. Are you a gringo? It's not a gringo.
We don't do that, man. No, that doesn't happen here.
Oh, sorry. Gringo.
Up here in Minnesota, they call me Gordito.
Gordito.
Gordito, and with a lot of love. That's what they say. Or Gordo. They call me, hey, Gordo. It's a lot of love.
¿Qué hablas, gordo?
Legasonos.
Yeah, when I was working in the restaurant industry, that was they like to call me fat guy.
Why would
But
they
it's
do
okay.
that to you? Why would they call you that?
Because I'm fat, Hiko. It's pretty clear. We all know I'm fat. I'm ashamed of myself. It's okay. We can move on from it.
Here we just call them diabetic, man.
Diabetic?
Shit.
Jeez.
Well,
Jesus.
We have to. We have to refer them to as diabetics. Because it's discrimination.
Well, I'm not fat because I want to be fat, okay? I eat healthy and everything like that. I'm fat just because it's... I got two genetic structures working against me and stuff like that. Like my mom's side of the family, it's not one of those things where it's like, dude, they're fat. It's like, dude, they're just big people. Okay, like just
dude, where's my food?
Yeah, dude, what happened to the food? I love all my mom's family and stuff, but it's really true. There's a lot of big people on that side of the family, and then on my dad's side of the family, all the men are really big guys, like built really big and real heavy and real broad and stuff. So my genetics alone are working against me. On top of that, my alcoholism didn't help at all. With that.
Alcoholism melts your brain, man.
It didn't melt my brain. It just made me fat. I got
like
a beer
Elvis,
belly.
man? Like Elvis? Or like, wait.
No, like Dale Dribble from from King of the Hill. I got a beer belly. Okay, I'm not fat. I just got a beer belly. Like I don't have fat legs or fat arms or fat face for the most part.
Carrying around a keg anymore.
It's just pretty clear, dude, that I definitely drank too much alcohol when I was in my 20s.
Right on.
That never happens, man. Like it's impossible. You know that.
It started
You
catching
can
up.
never drink too much.
It's like, oh man, I started to put on a little beer gut. So that's
No, man.
Yeah.
You know you drink too much when you're having seizures, man. You have that point.
Okay.
You hit that point, and you have to stop.
Yeah. Don't do drugs that are harder than you.
Well, that's the thing about drinking, because sometimes people are harder than the drugs, man. That's the problem.
Here's the thing. For me, I used to do work that required me to burn more than 2,000 calories a day. And then I went to doing a job that only required me to burn like 1,500 calories a day. But at the same time, that job that I was around that only required me to do 1,500 calories had me around a lot of food and a lot of questionable food. Fried foods, fatty foods, like pulled pork and prime rib and French fries. Being able to just walk by and pick up a French fry and eat it whenever you want, or being able to go check the prime rib and take a slice of it and a quick little nibble to see if it's right. That type of stuff.
Have to, man.
As a chef you have to, but you can also spit it out in the garbage after you taste it. You don't have to swallow. So, but I was
no, don't tell me that. Don't tell me that, man.
I did not spit it back out. So
Carrie's over there grinning and smiling.
I'm trying. We're keeping it PC, man.
No.
All good.
You tell me those things. I'm gonna start telling jokes that we can't handle until late night.
Conversation again at late night.
Yeah, right.
I want to have that conversation at late
Ladies
night.
and germs. So yeah, my phone is running on 2% battery. It's super angry.
Don't you have a charger, man?
Dude, it's plugged in right now, but it ain't kicking happy times. So we're gonna have to, like,
Your phone basically hates you right now.
oh, right now, yeah. My phone's like, dude, we're not cool. We're not friends.
You know, one of the most dangerous things you can do to your phone is overvolting while using the phone while it's plugged in. If you overvolt the battery, the charger will never charge it right, and it'll be over voltage, and it won't power the phone correctly. So you'll start getting weird glitches, and over time, if you do that, it's just bad for the overall health, man.
That's just battery maintenance. Because I have to take care of my bad RC cars. Because you charge them up and you decharge them, charge them up and decharge them, and they have memory. So if you halfway it, you know what I mean? You could lose charge of the battery time.
Yeah.
Because you've programmed it more or less.
Yeah, no, I leave my phone on the charger until it's 100%, then I take it off.
So yeah, that's cool.
You should ideally kill your phone before you use it again, technically, but most people don't. And that's understandable. Alright, so this is going to be my kit bash for the end of the year. I think I'm going to paint this, man. And this is like one of the few builds that I've been looking for this year round so far.
Hello, everybody.
Hola!
We got viewers. Quick, everybody, act like we know what we're talking about.
Welcome to the show, guys.
Here's my new photo booth that I'm focusing on tonight as my little pride and joy. Hiko is showing us a build that he worked on a couple months back. He's debating on whether he wants to finish up soon or not. Looks like he added a resin kit to it.
Actually, it's just the color of the armor, but it looks like resin, yeah.
Yeah. I like that big fancy skirt.
Yeah.
I hate skirt.
I think the armor looks nice, man.
That's cool. I like it. Very cool.
Yep. And we are nearing the end of the show. Something we ain't done in a while.
Oh, hey, you want to do my review? Can I post the review at the end of the show?
Hold on.
I can load it up, man.
You can?
Yeah.
Is that where that little, it says video clip, where you can put it, where the video clips are?
Breaking news. Clarksville Hobby Depot now has Madras products. Alright. Where's yours at, Hiko?
I'm shooting it right now. Okay. So, I'll give you some context.
Join our Facebook group, Kid.
That's for YouTube, man.
I gotta do that.
You gotta be real quick with it, man. This is just, you don't have to listen to this review. It's just showing you details, some major minor things. A better look at the kit than I ever had last time. I know it's Kitbash Gundam. I know it's Kitbash Gundam, but there's two non-Gundam kits on the screen right now, so that's a little suspicious.
Yeah, that's Fox. It's a very good job.
I also took the
I'm sorry, I'll mute myself.
So yeah, you can see the edits that I'm getting. The background now is a lot more contrasted, and it's just focusing on the kit now. So that's really big for me right now, is to have that ability to have a black background and focusing on the kit reviews.
Right.
Now with streaming, we can review 2 kits in one, which is crazy. posting this video live tomorrow on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter.
Yeah, that background looks good, man. It's good quality. I like it. Rawr.
I remember these cutscenes from last week.
You get a look at the edit and how I put everything together a little bit.
Yep.
I try to cut edit as best as I can to make it quick.
Looks nice.
These reviews I take a week to get this done, actually.
That's too long, buddy.
That's way too long.
All right. It takes you however long it takes you. You just got to get better and learn to get faster or whatever. It doesn't matter. You produce good videos. I suck.
I think the key is to keep it consistently transitioning and moving, so people don't lose interest.
Right.
They keep showing something different, progressing it.
Uh huh.
I've been trying to learn that the best I can. So it was fun, man. For older kits, you get some really nice metallic parts. I'll say that. Some pieces are just obvious. Like this display looks pretty good, man. You wouldn't think it's 20 years old, man, by looking at it. It looks like something that would have came out like 5 years ago.
Right. Well, that's how ahead of their time they were.
It's Takara Tomy. I wouldn't be surprised how far they went.
Tomy has always got good product going.
Yeah.
Their spaceships are really nice. I mean, they're just, like I said, they're just full of good products.
Yeah, I agree.
I got a good motion of the walking action too, so that's perfect.
In the cockpit, it's showcasing at the moment.
The problem with these figures is that's rubber, man. That's a rubberized figure.
Yeah, so they're harder to paint.
Yeah.
They do make a special modeler's paint that you can buy to paint those.
I want to look into that actually, because you use metalizer for metal pieces.
Yeah. But if you do that, I mean, just remember, buy general colors so that you can blend and mix, like red, yellow, blue, and so you can mix and blend your own.
The pilots shouldn't be too hard. They're slightly bigger.
Slightly bigger than 1/100 scale pilot figures. Yeah. Agreed.
Get some of that walking action, man. It's slowly trying its best. Too bad you can't really modify them. I would totally modify to put like wheels on the bottom of the feet to make it just scoot around. That'd be so cool. Hey, I'm gonna play some Gundam Breaker for the late night show. Yeah, so if I wanted to paint one of these kits, I'd be painting till next year, honestly, which is kind of a funny joke. Yeah, 3 months, man. If I started now, I'd be done closer to February.
That's not too bad.
And that's if I use spray cans too. Anyways, man, that's the end of the video. I'll go ahead and kill it. A fun review. I'll post it tomorrow.
Awesome.
Okay, so on that note, I know we're close to the end. We got 10 minutes still.
10 minutes?
I'm finding ways to learn how to get the 1,000 view average. Okay, so I say that right now. I'm close to getting 1,000 views for almost every video I post. That's sharing between Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and pushing to multiple groups, then pushing to my friends list, then pushing to YouTube audience to drive the views much higher than what they currently are. I'm suspecting if I get past 1,000 ads in my friends list that you'll be able to push it a lot higher in views with the groups also. Because the last high grade painted build I just did, we're almost at 1,000 views for everything. Today was sitting at 937 views, which is just crazy, you know. Just using 3 simple methods, and I need to probably have you guys trained on what's going on with that because it's consistently working for me now. And we'll probably just discuss that later on.
That's awesome, though.
Because I've been
good work.
I've been
You're building
super
a site.
slacking on that.
Cool. Uh-oh, heard that? Oh, that sound. Is that sound?
it's that time of the night, man. He knows
It's
what's
that
up.
WebC
He's
generated
like a trained-
lo-fi. This lo-fi sound is brought to you by WebC Official. All background music you've heard tonight was produced and licensed through Restream. And we pay for that licensing, so we have permission to use it. Doesn't matter what country we send our video to, we have the license. So, yaman. Or, okay, guys. Thank you, friends. Everybody for coming in, hanging out. We will be back at 11:30 for the late night. I'm going to jump off and restream for a half hour and let my phone charge up because Restream super eats up my phone battery.
Restream so, you want to play some GBN?
That's all I was going to do.
No, my phone battery's getting eaten up by that too.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, man, that's cool. When you get back, let's talk about your goals for your laptop, man, and getting that funded.
Oh, what? No, I'm going to be ordering that by Tuesday.
Oh goodness, you're there. You're done. Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not. No, I'm not using any of our funds or anything through Kitbash Gundam or anything. This laptop is just going to get me through the next step of what we're going to be doing and what I need to do to get some money coming into the house and stuff. So whether I'm going to do some graphic designs and sell those or what I got to do, we'll see. Yeah, this computer that's what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to get me to the next level of making some money.
Would you be learning video edits on the PC also? Like importing from your phone and doing edits in a professional studio, probably? Like
yeah, I will be doing stuff like that.
That sounds great.
To an extent. So the computer that I'm getting it's got enough power to run like World of Warcraft without lag. You know, so to give you an idea on what kind of power the game has, it's not very powerful, or the system, but it's strong enough to run World of Warcraft with no issues. So that's a pretty decent gaming computer.
Maybe
and
in the mode of operations, we can all play online together. Ported to PC. It's free to play also.
Yeah, I'm not going to be playing any video games on my computer. I'm not going to be doing a whole lot. Like I said, on that computer, I want to focus it.
Work only.
Focus it for using it for work only related things. And,
but those AMD APUs and the processing graphics, those are legitimate gaming graphics. You can play gaming tournaments on those. I've owned many of those CPUs on the PC and laptops, right?
Okay.
They're very good at e-games, esports graphics processing, man. You can play a ton of games on them.
Yeah, let's see. We'll look real quick at the specs I have for this. It's a 15.6-inch screen, dual-core AMD Ryzen 3 3200U, Radeon Vega 3 graphics, 16 gigabyte DDR4, 256 solid-state drive, plus a 1 terabyte HDD RJ45. It has HDMI capabilities, backlit keyboard. It comes with Windows 10 Pro. and a with a RAT ZK 32 gigabyte USB, whatever that means.
It's
So
I don't know any of that shit.
yeah, so super computer savvy. But I sent it off to a buddy of mine who's like C++ certified, and I asked him if those specs would do what I need to do, and he said yes. His response was yes.
I
And I
mean,
was like, all right,
video
sweet.
editing, gaming, it doesn't really matter what you're doing, man, as long as you're doing what you really want to.
Yeah. So, my wife has this laptop, this exact version. My wife has it. She really likes it. She says it does everything she needs it to do and more. So it'll be really nice upgrading to a laptop that actually works, because my
Yeah.
current laptop, all that's good for is producing music. It's all it does. Produce music. So yeah, here we are. 3 minutes left. We're just hanging out at the end of the show for Kitbash Gundam. Join us at 11:30 for late night with Webc and the Model Rocketeer. And yeah, that's what we'll be getting into. For late night with Webc and the Model Rocketeer, I will be building the Titans mass production GM Quill. So yeah, we're just gonna straight build that Joker. We'll make sure it's clipped out nice and neat and everything. And it looks like it's a real fast build. It should only be like 3 runners, so it should be a super fast build. I'm excited.
Right on.
A gray runner, a blue runner, and a yellow runner. Like, I don't know. It really doesn't look like it's got a lot to it. It looks like it's a real simple kit. So we'll be digging into that. I don't have any cutting boards right now. I feel bad. We'll use one of them. We'll use the one that didn't get super damaged. Or that did get super damaged, but we'll use the good side of it anyways.
There you go.
So
You gotta recycle.
yeah, I'll eventually get to the store that I need to get a new one. But I'm not happy about the fact that the whole foot of this Gundam I've been working on is now fragile to the core. Like, this plastic is now super squishy. I'm not okay with it. This is a dangerous group we're dealing with here.
Yeah.
Yep. So here we are on the way out. Thanks for stopping by.